Rise and shine, everyone. It is 7:30 on Wednesday morning, May the 22nd. It is Oven Odyssey Wednesday.
Woo-hoo.
I know. I love it. I love it so much. I get to be back. I've missed you the past 2 Wednesdays, but I know you were in good hands.
We were,
with Mr. John Garlic. I was a little jealous. I had a little bit of FOMO, fear of missing out on some delicious meals.
Who's been feeding you?
I know, right? I've just been starving. I don't know. I haven't, you know. But I missed y'all, and I was watching, and it was great shows and delicious recipes.
We managed without you.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, now we'll just have to manage without garlic.
Yeah.
And that's okay. He's at an event this morning, something with law enforcement.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's fair.
Maybe they're feeding him
He's not
then.
just hurkle-durkling.
Yeah, he's not just sleeping in.
Right.
No, he's at a law enforcement
We'll give him that.
event, and Justin is with him. And so he's getting some videos this morning, so we'll be able this afternoon to see what Mr. Garlic was up to.
Excellent.
Yeah, because he's on the news now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the video from the law enforcement memorial was really well done.
Yeah.
And happy to see that. I couldn't make it to that event, and I've been every year for a really long time now, and so I was disappointed not being there.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we got to show some video at least, so you could see what was going on. Justin does a great job. We're really happy to have him part of our team.
Absolutely.
And he does great on the weather and our social media.
He's very TikTok-y.
Yeah,
awesome.
We've got a TikTok and, of course, YouTube and Facebook. And we want to invite all of you to make sure to visit that. And we have an app. We have an app, WEAC TV 24. You can live stream us 24/7 for free. You can watch all of our great programming. Of course, WEAC TV 24 is known for sports, and we're really proud to bring sports, but we have so many other great programs like this one,
Yay!
Rise and Shine, and we have Local Matters with Dottie Rimpsey, and we have Veterans Issues and Brainstorming America. Let's see, we've got Let's Talk About It with Marquita Mansfield, and Marquita was my guest yesterday. And we talked about the significance of mental health and how we're finally normalizing asking for, help and going to counselors and prioritizing.
Everybody has some issues that are difficult to deal with by yourself.
Sure.
And when we came out the other end of COVID and not knowing what to, everybody has got untreated trauma. That's just a fact. If you don't think you were affected, you were. So
everything
getting some help to
changed.
deal with.
It was scary. There was a lot of people went through a lot of really hard things.
Yeah, and we know people who died from COVID, and that's huge.
Lost a lot of people during that, and so seek help. It's okay to go to a counselor. I mean, talk therapy is so important.
It is.
And not always you can talk to your friends or family because, like Marquita mentioned yesterday, it could be possibly triggering when you're venting to someone. Even if it's a safe space, you're not sure if your venting is maybe triggering them. And they might not be, able to really assist, whereas someone who, is trained is able to. They have the tools.
We've got some great professionals in our community, and so
you've gotten to work with them, and you've seen firsthand with your prior career with how important that is. So we've got that. She does a show called Let's Talk About It, and Shop 24.
Yes,
that is a show that is amazing deals. We are able to bring to our audience deals of grocery stores and restaurants, entertainment. And Catherine Anderson is the new host of that, and she's been out getting other new deals.
Excellent. And we need to put some coupons.
We do need to put some
Oven
coupons.
Odyssey.
We do. Oh, that would be great. Well, Shop 24 on Monday.
All right.
Well, it's Memorial Day, so we're gonna take a week off.
Good.
But in the meantime, we do have coupons on our website, so you can actually go to the WEAC TV 24 website, and if there are any coupons that didn't sell from the show, they are available for purchase on our website.
Cool.
Yeah, there's some really good ones. There's some grocery store coupons on there. You get $25 worth of groceries for $15.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, why not? Why not?
Right.
And you get to learn about a new grocery store or a new restaurant or place there. And so, speaking of groceries, we have Chef Dave over there, cooking us up something. What's on the menu this morning, Chef?
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
And we got some groceries cooking over here. So we're following our little tour along the coastline, and we're in the Carolinas this week, and we're cooking up some shrimp and grits.
Yum.
I've got some yellow corn grits going here. These are not your mama's grits. They've got chicken broth and milk in it instead of just water. They're not instant grits. And they're getting their thing going. We're going to get some bacon going. We're going to use the bacon grease to start our sauce for our shrimp and grits. We've got some fantastic extra sharp white cheddar cheese to add to the grits, and some thick sliced applewood bacon going on over here, so we're going to get that going. Some beautiful fresh Gulf shrimp, peeled and deveined, ready to go.
Yum. I love the sound of bacon sizzling.
Oh, I know.
Yes,
That'll
and
make you
here it
happy.
comes. Wait for it. Here it comes. Yes. A day without bacon is
Smell-o-vision.
yes.
And we've got some shallots and some green onions and some real onions and some butter and some spice and a little salt and pepper. And of course we have garlic.
Garlic. We couldn't miss out on having garlic one way or another.
No.
So I started the grits before we got started. They're starting to get tight here. Now just a drop of chicken broth to get that loosened up a little bit. Then we're going to add our cheese. Got the bacon going. And you know what a lot of people don't realize is that shrimp and grits has been around for a long time, and it's traditionally a breakfast dish. And it started in the Carolinas. And then it was really I'm adding the cheese there and blending that in. And it was really kind of a low budget meal, They caught the shrimp, they had the grits or hominy. And it didn't make it, and that was in the early to mid 1800s.
Wow.
A lot of that came from Africa. And folks brought those recipes over on slave ships.
We got the history behind the
Yeah,
show.
always, right? We always have a
I
little
love
history in our
it.
food. I like a lot of cheese in my cheese
Food
grits, so we're going to
history.
throw all that in there. But it didn't make it into restaurant menus until probably about 1940 or 1950. And really in the 80s, it took off in popularity and became a mainstream of Southern restaurant menus.
It really is. That's one of my favorite things to order if I go somewhere. And shrimp and grits can be hit or miss.
Absolutely.
Not with Chef Dave, though.
Well, we're hoping for a hit today, so that's where we're at.
Everything I've ever tried of yours has been a hit. So
Hey, it's bacon, shrimp, grits, cheese. What's not to love? It's got to be good, right?
And butter.
And butter.
Yes.
it's one of my dad's favorite things to order as well.
I love it. And this is another dish that Mom always made a lot.
She did. Yeah.
Yum.
Sissy liked shrimp and
Sissy
grits.
did like it a lot.
It's hard not to like shrimp and grits. It's just so good, especially when well done.
Yes.
So with the grits, you don't do water. You just do chicken broth and milk.
We did chicken broth and milk, a little bit of milk, a lot of chicken broth, just to bring it some more flavor. And we're going to again incorporate the chicken broth into our sauce. And then we'll cream the butter in at the end. And I'm processing a little garlic here.
Which
We've
we
got
learned
some
a few weeks
shallots.
ago how much easier it is to cut garlic than I ever
Oh,
thought.
yeah.
Yes.
You just have to smush it first.
Yes, and the whole onion thing, with just like you don't need to slice that because it's already sliced and segmented, and don't cut the root end off of it. Oh my goodness.
Yep,
Yes.
let the vegetable do the work for you.
Indeed.
And shallots are just like little pearl onions, so they're easy to handle.
They're so good too.
And shallots give a really sweet flavor to the dish. I like cooking with shallots a lot. We've got some fresh parsley, some fresh lemon juice, or lemons to make lemon juice.
Look at that, how easy it is.
Soon we're going to have spices and veggies out of the garden. And I'm so excited about that.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, how is your garden going, Miss Susan?
It's beautiful. We've got the Sweet 100s. That's a little cherry tomato, and they kind of grow in a clump like grapes. There are little babies all over that, and we've got some Cherokee purples that I'm not really sure how we acquired those, but they're coming along too. And those are the naughtiest, weirdest growing tomatoes, but they're doing their thing. And Dave, the tomatillas are amazing. They've got blooms all over them, and they're
excited about that. I'm
Yes.
excited about green tomatoes. I was calling Seuss last night and say, do you have any tomatoes big enough to steal for this dish? Green tomatoes are a great add to shrimp and grits. I like that.
Oh, me too.
Also, an alternative with the green tomatoes is to do a feta cheese grit with some great feta cheese, and I like that. Give it a little Greek style to it.
I haven't tried that with feta cheese. It's
That
like, okay,
sounds
there's
so
another
good.
avenue.
Yes. Hit it with a little white wine. Whew, my goodness.
Yes.
Fried green tomatoes is one of my absolute favorites.
I love them. And fried okra in the same meal. I think
yes.
that I can eat okra faster than I can fry it.
Yeah, they're so good.
It's like stand by the fire.
Yeah, because by the time you fry it all, you've probably eaten most of what you fried.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good. But I love a good green tomato. And that sounds so good with the feta. Oh, we gotta put that on the menu sometime.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yum.
John Calamus taught me that at Yanni's way back.
That was
in
way back.
Vestavia. That was way back. And what an excellent dish. So we're processing a little garlic here. The garlic and the shallots will be toward the end of this deal because they're kind of tender. And the shrimp will be the very last thing we put in the skillet. So
Shrimp doesn't take too
the
long.
shrimp cooks very quickly. And most people overcook shrimp and they wonder, why isn't my shrimp fantastic? Well, you cooked it too long. As soon as it turns pink, it's pretty much done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that surprised me how fast it was to cook shrimp. I thought it was a whole ordeal, and then when I cooked one time, I was like, oh, this is pretty easy. The rest
You
of the
missed
stuff.
a fantastic crawfish etouffee
I
last
know.
week.
It was
And
lovely.
the beignets and the whole thing.
beignets
I know.
were
I was
excellent.
watching. Oh, Jeff is over here rubbing it
yes.
in. So, yeah, I know. I'm telling y'all, I
It
was
was so sorry.
I was bummed.
Yes.
I know. Work gets in the way of all the fun sometimes. I had some other things I had to do.
Obligations.
Adulting.
It
Oh,
bummed
my
me out because I
goodness.
love crawfish, and the etouffee just looked fantastic.
We'll have to do that again in a different sauce, the etouffee, and maybe a tomato.
We can do
have
that.
The
That's
fresh tomatoes.
an excellent
That's
alternative to that.
Yes.
When we get some fresh, beautiful
Yes.
fresh tomatoes from the garden.
All right. Well,
Yay.
it's time we go hear a word from our fabulous sponsors and check in with your local news and weather. We'll be right back. You're watching Rise and Shine right here on WEAC TV 24.
Some say college isn't for single parents or people who work full-time. I'm here to prove them wrong. I'm a first-generation American, the father of Dion, and a non-traditional student at Gadsden State Community College. As a sergeant in the Army National Guard, I've watched soldiers with degrees progress faster in their careers. So today, I'm in school, involved in the Veterans Upper Bound program, and excited to see what's in store for my career. I truly am earning my wings at Gadsden State.
More than 2.5 million youths admitted to vaping according to data from the CDC. Teens are at a greater risk for nicotine addiction because their brains are still developing. Please talk to your children about vaping.
Although we may see things differently,
the message can still reach me.
Hughes Paint and Body Works Towing and Recovery in Oxford is the area's leading auto body shop serving Anniston, Oxford, Talladega, and surrounding areas since 1996. They specialize in auto body repair and refinishing, paint correction, paintless dent repair, towing, and so much more. For all of your auto body needs, contact Hughes Paint and Body Works Towing and Recovery at 256-835-1170. Also online at hughespaintandbody.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Larry May. I've been in the entertainment business for over 25 years. I've written for the local paper. I've interviewed a lot of touring artists and local artists here. And what I figured out is how much talent we have here in Alabama. That's why we put a new show together for you called Entertainment Alabama. Come watch us for the hottest new acts and some of your favorites that are national touring artists.
At Bentley Prosthetic and Medical Supply, we care about you. We offer custom prosthetics, orthotics, diabetic shoes, and durable medical supplies. We're located here in Alexandria, Alabama, where it's a country feel, but professional care. Come see us today.
I'm Lacey Klantz with your TV24 News Update. A 170-year-old church building in Coosa County was destroyed by fire early Monday morning. At around 3 a.m., a call came in that the historic Blue Springs Baptist Church was completely engulfed in flames. The church was built around 1850, and although there are no regular church services anymore, the building has still been used for special occasions, mostly by families who have been a part of the church family since it opened 174 years ago. Monday's fire is the third time it's been damaged in the last 12 years. In 2012, it was vandalized, and in 2019, it suffered an even heavier vandalism attack. The church is in a rural part of central Alabama, near Stewartville, Fayetteville, Sylacauga, and Marble Valley, and is located on Coosa County Road 99. The Alabama State Fire Marshal's Office requests that visits to the site be limited as their investigation is ongoing. The City Pool and Splash Pad will open this Saturday, May 25th, located at the Oxford Civic Center. The address is 401 Collars Lane. The Splash Pad is 100% free, and it's only $2 to use the pool. The pool hours will be Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sunday from 1 o'clock p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. It will be open through Labor Day. For more information on these stories and more, plus weather with Justin Deal and sports, tune in tonight to the TV24 News. For WEAC TV 24, I'm Lacey Klantz.
Rise and shine, everyone. It is Wednesday, May the 22nd, 7:50 in the morning. And what a way to get to start our day.
Yes.
Oven Odyssey Wednesday. Yay! I'm so happy to be here this morning.
I'm so glad you are
I
here.
know, for
Yes.
shrimp and grits. There's no way I could miss that. I would have had 2 weeks of missing Oven Odyssey Wednesday. I would have had
Not
some.
right.
I couldn't have done it
Major
anymore.
withdrawals.
Yes.
I know. I know y'all are in good hands. You had our friend John Garlic, but you brought the garlic to the menu today, Chef. So how's it going over
Always
there?
bring the garlic to the party. So our bacon is done. I've reserved the bacon grease, diced up the bacon. We've got some chopped parsley. Of course, we've got our shallots and our garlic. The grits, we added a little seasoning to, salt, pepper. Added a little Cavender's Greek seasoning to that. Cavender's is a great spice mix. It's not overly salty. It gives a good balanced flavor to dishes. I use it a lot in everything I'm cooking. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our diced onions.
Do The grease is still in the pan from the bacon?
The grease is still in the pan from the bacon.
Of course it is.
That's
So
our
southern,
fat.
you know?
Yes.
Like I need to fry some bacon because I need bacon grease to
Right.
go in the green beans.
Right, exactly. Or you can just
Clearly
keep one of
not
those
eating
little
enough
things.
bacon if you have to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, do you have one of those little bacon catchers? It's like a little tin that you sit beside the oven, and then anytime you just pour the bacon grease in it, and it catches the clumps, and then you have the grease
I
to
do
use
not,
later.
but we were talking
Those are
about
great.
Susan's got an antique bacon catcher in her kitchen that I've been coveting for a while.
Yeah, I definitely
kinda
that's
cool.
the best. Are those antique ones? Anytime I'm going, because I want one. We had one in the family, and then of course I didn't get it. So, but
I typically just pour mine through a strainer into a mason jar, and always
Yes.
remember, put a spoon in that jar so it can transfer the heat out and won't crack
So
the
your jar
glass.
doesn't
Oh, there you
explode.
go.
Yeah, I think mine is actually in a pimento jar, which clearly I'm not cooking enough bacon if I can fit my bacon grease in a pimento
gotta have
jar.
the big jar.
Yes.
But if anybody's out there and if you're ever at like an antique store or somewhere or thrift store and you see one of those bacon catchers, I really want one. The antique one, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
It's like a
absolutely.
tin. Jeff is looking at me like, I don't know.
I'll bet you that my friend that owns Farmporium in Ranburn has got a bacon catcher at her store.
let's
I
go
will check
shopping.
with Jackie about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
she
love
said
stores.
Thursdays is a good day to come and visit with her, and so we might have to make a date one day.
Oh, I
very
would love
soon.
that. That'd be fun. I love thrifting. I love antique stores.
Yes. She's got some amazing things in that store.
Let's
Yeah.
go check
it's like
it out.
I need anything else, but I'll go and covet and shop with you.
Okay, deal.
Yes.
It's a date.
Yes.
I love it.
Jackie, we're
So-
coming your way.
Our onions are starting to brown. Before they get too far along, we're going to add the bacon back into the pan. We're going to add our garlic, our shallots.
So, garlic, shallots, onion, bacon grease.
And
Let
bacon.
that simmer for a moment.
How big do you chop that bacon?
About 1/4-inch chunks, you know, whatever makes you happy. Pancetta is an excellent substitution for this as well. Pancetta is uncured bacon, and it's great for sauté dishes like this.
You can't really find that everywhere, can
It's
you?
difficult to find, particularly in the big city here.
We'll go and see if Publix might have some of that
Does
today.
pancetta have the same like grease like bacon would?
It's going to give
or-
off
okay.
some grease. It's going to give you a more, it's kind of between ham and bacon in the cook spectrum there.
It smells so good.
So
This
it's
is-
still going to be salty?
It's going to be a little salty, yeah.
Okay.
Probably not as salty as bacon.
That's okay. Well, you're not salting like the grits, right? So,
Well, of course, I put a little salt in the grits, or a little
Okay.
pepper in the grits, a little seasoning in the grits. So that's kind of what I'm looking for there.
Lovely.
that looks
We're going to
so
go ahead and
good.
add the shrimp. This is a pound of fresh Gulf shrimp, peeled and deveined, rinsed. We're going to let that cook in the bacon grease. Whoops,
And where'd you find those guys?
jumper. These guys came from Johnson's in Jacksonville.
Okay, very
An
good.
excellent
We like
seafood
them.
section, yes. Our grits are ready. We're going to add a little seasoning to this. I like pepper.
Oh, look how delicious
We've
that
got some
looks,
coarse ground
everyone.
sea salt today. A little cayenne pepper.
Oh
And add a
yeah,
little heat to it.
I love cayenne pepper. I like
And-
spice.
Yes, and a little Cavender's.
Is that already like a mix, or do you make
It
the
is a
Cavender's?
mix. It is all-purpose Greek seasoning, and
Okay.
I've been using it for years in restaurants. It's just fantastic.
I think we have some of that in our pantry.
Kind of does everything without adding a
Excellent.
lot of salt to your dish.
Yeah, shows how much I cook.
I'm going to kick the heat up a little bit, get these guys going, let them brown some.
It is hard to cook when life is so full. It truly is different because you know you have to buy the stuff that you're going to cook, and that takes a lot of time to figure all that out.
You go to the store, and then once you go to the store, I'm too tired to cook.
I wonder if Instacart comes in your
It does.
area. Okay,
It does.
good to know.
Yeah, but my husband is pretty good at grocery shopping.
That's
he,
good,
He
too.
likes it, although he
Insta-husband runs
overbuys.
right out there, and I like it. I love to grocery shop. That's my.
I do too.
Thank goodness, well, then you were in the right business.
Yes.
And hey, you know what? Miss Susan and Chef Dave will grocery shop for you.
Sure.
So
Add that to
I've
the
been
list.
yes, I've been trying to talk them into meal prepping for me because one of the things like yesterday, yesterday afternoon, I was really busy. I had a lot of things on my task list that I needed to do. But then I also, you know, my stomach started growling. It was like, okay, you got to eat. And I'm thinking, it would be so easy if I just went in there in the refrigerator and had something prepared for me, and it'd be a lot healthier. So
We're
who
looking
knows?
at that. We really are looking at that, and you know the important thing is that we can get it all in the pan and get it ready for you, but if by the time you freeze it and then you reheat it in the oven, what's the product going to be like? And so we got to practice a little bit on that and try and find the right combination on how to actually do that so that you get, you know, a nice product.
Well, you keep working on that because that'd be great. I'd love it if I could just pick up something on my way home and there it is.
Yes.
Chef Dave was doing his little flip magic
We
with
did a
the
little flip
shrimpies.
magic. We need
Can
some
we
more
see
flip
that?
magic.
What? Look at this. Look at that. Professional.
And turn our heat back down. Our shrimp and seasonings are where we want them. A couple of minutes on each side. I got a bunch of fresh parsley.
Yum.
Got some green onions. We like onions. And now we're going to add a little chicken broth.
Oh.
Going to cool that pan off and deglaze it a little bit and prepare our sauce from that.
I'm so excited.
I'm ready. You ready?
I'm so happy.
Is smell-o-vision working over there?
Smell-o-vision is working.
It works in the
smells
studio.
so
I'm going to go ahead and
good.
turn the heat off because I don't want to cook this shrimp any longer than this. I'm going to add some pats of butter
Oh my goodness.
because, you know,
Because.
Butter
fat's
makes,
what makes food taste good.
It does. Butter
So
makes
there's a
everything
couple
better.
of tablespoons there, and I'm going to cream that in. What I mean by that is I don't want to cook or clarify that butter. I just want it to melt. It's going to make the sauce a little thicker. This is a thin sauce as it is because the grits are going to soak up all that moisture. Our grits are pretty on the thick side. I like thick grits for this.
I think so too. I like the thicker when you order it and it's a thicker grit.
I have seen some unattractive shrimp and grits. I mean, you have to do a little extra work to make it not be this ugly thing in the.
Yeah, because you do eat with your eyes sometimes.
Absolutely.
I mean,
That's
food
the
is
start.
a visual thing. Speaking of
Absolutely.
visual, this pie over here keeps talking to me.
Isn't that pretty?
It really is
Yes.
so pretty.
I've been thinking about that pie for, what, about 6 months, Sue?
Yes, yes. I made it once before. I think that I actually brought it to the show once before.
You did.
Way
I
early.
when we were still at the other location. And so, yes, I remember that pie. I'm excited. All right.
We got a
well,
large
that-
version this time.
Yeah, oh, yeah, because you had it in the smaller.
So we've got our yellow cheese grits. These are yellow corn grits. We're going to just pour this over the top.
Nice.
Simple dish.
Cool.
Simply fantastic.
A little more parsley on top, and that's it.
Look how beautiful that is.
Breakfast.
Well, bring this over here, Chef. We're going to go to a break. I can't wait to try it. All right. Well, we're going to go check in with your local area weather and a little bit of news and a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
I'm Alan Parnell with Parnell Insurance Agency. We've been here in Oxford and Alabama, Tallapoosa, Georgia since 1990. With Auto Owners Insurance, we're able to give customers competitive pricing along with excellent coverages. Parnell Insurance can handle all of your personal, commercial, and life insurance needs. We have a very experienced staff, both personal and commercial. All together, we've got about 125 years experience. Come see what our insurance agency can do for you in Oxford, Alabama, and Tallapoosa, Georgia.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
All right. A little more about academics.
Parents, do you want to secure a bright future for young people? We have science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Get your kids involved with academic STEM kits. Go to www.academics.com to order your STEM kits. It's going to be STEM-tastic.
Like science is for you. Hello, I'm Taylor Sloan with the City of Oxford, with a word about one of our city's most precious resources, water. Clean water enriches our lives in so many ways, but we cannot afford to take it for granted. Remember, every time you pour something unnatural down the drain or in the environment, and every time you litter, our beautiful lakes and creeks suffer. Our city is beautiful. Let's all join together to keep it that way. Stop pollution where it starts, and help protect our waters for life.
The weather is warming up and spring is just around the corner at Miller Sand and Landscape Supply. I'm Craig Miller and we've got something for everyone. From bulk materials like sand, gravel, and mulch to beautiful outdoor decor to make your outdoor living space the envy of the neighborhood. See our beautiful selection of Mazzarelli fountains, flowers to brighten your garden, and an outdoor center loaded with beautiful decor. Whether you need a little or a lot, visit Miller Sand and Landscape Supply.
I'm Lacey Klons with your TV 24 News Update. A 170-year-old church building in Coosa County was destroyed by fire early Monday morning. At around 3 a.m., a call came in that the historic Blue Springs Baptist Church was completely engulfed in flames. The church was built around 1850. And although there are no regular church services anymore, the building has still been used for special occasions, mostly by families who have been a part of the church family since it opened 174 years ago. Monday's fire is the third time it's been damaged in the last 12 years. In 2012, it was vandalized, and in 2019, it suffered an even heavier vandalism attack. The church is in a rural part of central Alabama, near Stewartville, Fayetteville, Sylacauga, and Marble Valley, and is located on Coosa County Road 99. The Alabama State Fire Marshal's Office requests that visits to the site be limited as their investigation is ongoing. The City Pool and Splash Pad will open this Saturday, May 25th, located at the Oxford Civic Center. The address is 401 Collars Lane. The Splash Pad is 100% free, and it's only $2 to use the pool. The pool hours will be Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sunday from 1 o'clock p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. It will be open through Labor Day. For more information on these stories and more, plus weather with Justin Deal and sports, tune in tonight to the TV 24 News. For WEAC TV 24, I'm Lacey Klons.
Ooh, I know I need to be looking at the camera, but I can't take my eyes off of these shrimp and grits and that pie. Oh, I am such a lucky girl. I am so happy for every Wednesday morning where we get to have Oven Odyssey, Chef Dave and Miss Susan. Just incredible. I cannot wait to try this. And that seemed to you very simple, and I guess at home it could be a pretty simple dish as well. Didn't look too challenging.
You know, it's pretty basic, and you don't have to get hung up on the ingredients and all that. It's just like everything we cook, just cook what makes you happy. Make great food. And
cook it with love.
That's the
main ingredient?
Don't overcook the ingredients, and you'll come out with some great stuff.
Yeah. All right, well, let's try this.
Here we go.
Directions.
Bring it.
Crazy talk.
While Chef is serving this up, I do have to talk about one thing. So, as we are looking at, events and parties and such, we had an event this past Saturday, which was a graduation party. And that's already kind of stressful because you have all these moving parts. You want to make sure that you have your decorations and you have your, everybody's taken care of. But the last thing that you really want to have to focus on is food. And on Saturday, the graduation party was Saturday night, and on Saturday I kept thinking I should feel stressed right now because I have 50 people coming over for a graduation party. But you know what I didn't feel was an ounce of stress. Like, it was amazing, and it's because Oven Odyssey was there to cater it, and it was amazing, and everybody had a wonderful time and couldn't speak highly enough about the food. They just kept going, oh, these burgers are so delicious, and that cheese dip and chicken fingers and that chocolate cake.
It was a lot of fun.
It was so much
We
fun.
had a great time.
Yes.
Thank y'all
Excellent
so
party.
much.
We really
I appreciate it more than I could ever express. But it was so nice on Saturday to not feel stressed, or my husband too, because he does the bulk of the cooking, and so normally he would be the one having to handle it, and we didn't have to worry about it. We even got to spend Saturday morning relaxing.
Oh, my goodness.
It was wonderful.
Yes.
So thank you.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to come out and be a part of such a big event for your family.
We loved it.
Yeah.
We had a great time.
It was fun. Y'all were smiling the whole time, and I know you enjoyed it. I might have a little picture there
doing our
of
thing.
Chef on the grill. He was having fun and had the had a really great T-shirt. I'm not sure if we have that picture up or not. Or if we have that. There he is. Hate less, cook more. There he is. He's manning the grill right by the pool.
Not a bad cooking place there either.
Awesome.
Not bad at all. He had that grill popping all night, and those kids were they were eating.
Oh, my goodness.
Susan even mentioned, she said, I can't believe they're just still eating. And I'm like, I can. They will continue. As long as there's food out and it's good, they will keep eating. So I encourage you all, if you have any catering needs, give them a call. We've got the phone number right behind us, 938-899-4222. Give them a call. Let them take the stress out of your next event.
Absolutely.
Because why do it yourself when you have great people who can do it for you?
Doing what we love, and that's the biggest thing.
And whether you want to do Chateaubriand or chicken fingers and hamburgers, we got you covered. We can make it happen.
We've got you covered. Whether it's a few people or a lot of people, no matter what you want on the menu, they got you.
Yes.
So again, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
That was
Love
so
what we
great.
do.
Even Warren, my husband, he was like, that was just so nice. And we got to enjoy what we were there for instead of having to worry about working.
Absolutely.
And I had someone come up to me and said, I don't even like chocolate cake, but I've had 2 pieces.
She did.
Yes. Like, I don't even like chocolate cake, but my goodness. I'm like, yep, I'm not surprised in those chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, they were all right.
Oh, it was just so great.
The mountain of chocolate chip cookies. I was like,
Yes.
But they got eaten.
They did.
Yeah, the kids. I mean, I might have eaten.
I might have had
You might have had some
myself.
That's okay. There was plenty.
I like my chocolate chip cookie on top of my chocolate cake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't even think of that. Oh man. All right. Well, I don't think I can wait another
Let's do
minute
it.
to dive into this.
In we go.
Oh my goodness,
In
y'all!
we
This
go. It's
is
beautiful.
so beautiful. And you're right. The presentation, like sometimes shrimp and grits are like, what am I eating? Okay, here we go. My mouth is watering.
Yeah,
All
when
right.
you can distinguish what is actually the shrimp and what is the grits, and it's not just little pieces all in there together. It's beautiful.
Oh my goodness. That is so good.
That is pretty okie dokie right there. Yes.
Wow. Do you serve this on your menu at Shell's?
We have a shrimp and grits on the menu. It's not this exact recipe, but it's also excellent. And we can do this for catering as well.
Wow. That would be a great thing to have catered. This is one of my husband and my dad's favorite meals, is shrimp and grits. Anytime we go out to eat at a place that has shrimp and grits, my dad is always going to get it.
Being able to cook on site was so amazing at the party.
That was a lot of fun.
It made it fun. Having the smell of burgers on the grill is always a fun thing to have.
Yes.
This is so good.
I'm a big fan of grits anyway. Cooking it with the chicken stock and the little milk in it and some seasoning, and having a good quality grit product to begin with, it's just, that's where it starts.
Do you have one you recommend?
These are Rob's stone ground yellow corn grits.
So stone ground and yellow corn.
Stone ground. There is a little family-owned company close to Birmingham called McEwen and Sons, and they grind their own grits, and they are all the top-end restaurants in Birmingham uses them. They're fantastic. I highly recommend them. If you can
cover my
track them
mic so you don't have to hear me chewing.
down, smack away.
Yeah.
Jeff, are you ready to try some? He's ready.
Jeff's
He's like,
ready.
when is the show over so I can dig into these
We
shrimp
saved
and
you a
grits?
big bowl.
That bowl is beautiful too.
Thank
I
you
like
very
that.
much.
As soon as Pop-Tarts worn off. I don't even eat breakfast on Wednesday mornings. Like I get to be fed here, so it's delicious. Wow.
Lovely.
It's so good. And it's not over salt. I mean, it's just perfect.
Good balance of
You should be a
seasoning.
chef.
I should.
You
know?
should. You could teach some people
If my
stuff.
TV gig falls through, maybe
You
I'll
can
fall
be a
back
chef.
on that.
Well,
yeah.
you are the celebrity chef. We did have a few people at the party the other night say, "Oh, I know you. I've watched you." Do you
Oh,
get
my
that
goodness,
now when
yes.
you're out and about? Have you gotten anybody
Here and there,
come
you
up
know.
and say, "I see you on TV"?
Here and there. My
Celebrity chef.
favorite little gas station, the lady always asks me, "What are we cooking this week?" So,
Good. Hey, thanks for watching.
yes, absolutely.
You know, it's a great way to learn new recipes, and I've picked up, not that I've really implemented them because I haven't really cooked much, but now if I know if I need to cut a garlic or an onion,
can cut an
or a pepper, the pepper trick,
That's super
blew my
good,
mind
yeah.
because it takes me a really long time to cut a pepper, but it doesn't have to. So
There's a lot of things in a restaurant that you just have to learn how to process quickly to be able to keep up with the flow and manage that. There's a big difference between cutting a pepper and cutting a case of peppers
sure.
or a case of onions.
Yeah,
and-
you can't go slow with that. Restaurant, you got to get that food out. You got to get it prepped. You got to get it ready.
The vinegar in the water with the poached egg
Oh yeah,
was a big deal.
that was a big deal. That was a huge
And how
tip.
you ease them in there, and you don't have to swirl the water first and all this crazy, making it so difficult.
And if you're
hollandaise
boiling
sauce.
eggs, you can add a little vinegar to it, and it makes them a lot easier to peel, too.
Okay.
So that's another.
Well, I'm gonna inhale this on a commercial break.
We might have seconds on the
Let's go to a commercial so we can eat this without
Eat in peace,
feeling,
yes.
feeling like I'm worried about you having to hear me chewing.
Smack-a-vision.
Yeah, smack-a-vision. Oh, this is delicious. Absolutely
very much.
delicious. So, all right, well, we're going to go take a quick break. We'll be right back, and we're going to dive into this pie. So, stay tuned.
Yay pie.
not believe it, but it's true. The 2024 Team 1 Chevys are here.
All 2324 Silverado light duties have 2.9% financing for 72 months.
The hottest new 24 Team 1 Chevy Blazer, 1.9% financing and no payments till April. And the #1 selling family vehicle, the Equinox. 24 models. You got it. 1.9% financing and no payments till April. Team 1 Chevrolet, home of the best people, the best service, period.
Some say college isn't for single parents or people who work full-time. I'm here to prove them wrong. I'm a first-generation American, the father of Dion, and a non-traditional student at Gadsden State Community College. As a sergeant in the Army National Guard, I've watched soldiers with degrees progress faster in their careers. So today, I'm in school, involved in the Veterans Upper Bound program, and excited to see what's in store for my career. I truly am earning my wings at Gadsden State.
For over 60 years, pain relief products were developed by big pharma and companies that could cause harmful side effects. Now there is something new in a topical pain relief product. Thousands of people who experience pain daily are now enjoying a safe pain relief product. This big discovery is Sweet Relief. Sweet Relief is a 100% all-natural OTC product that allows you to experience with no drugs, no chemicals, no alcohols, no CBDs, just fruit moisturizing with a tropical scent. Thousands have bought and used Sweet Relief with great success. Sweet Relief specializes in relieving minor arthritis, muscle and joint pain in 1 to 2 minutes. That's 1 to 2 minutes, not days or weeks. Order today. Go to www.mysweetrelief.com. That is mysweetrelief.com.
You need strength, resilience, and hope to face life's challenges. And I found all three at Gadsden State Community College. I'm Jada Pickens, an office administration student at Gadsden State's Ayers campus in Anniston. Along with attending classes, I work full-time. Life is very demanding. There's a real sense of support at Gadsden State. The faculty and staff care about us as individuals and want us to thrive in the classroom and in life. Thank you, Gadsden State, for giving me the wings to fly to new, unexpected heights.
I'm Lacey Klantz with your TV 24 News Update. A 170-year-old church building in Coosa County was destroyed by fire early Monday morning. At around 3 a.m., a call came in that the historic Blue Springs Baptist Church was completely engulfed in flames. The church was built around 1850, and although there are no regular church services anymore, the building has still been used for special occasions, mostly by families who have been a part of the church family since it opened 174 years ago. Monday's fire is the third time it's been damaged in the last 12 years. In 2012, it was vandalized, and in 2019, it suffered an even heavier vandalism attack. The church is in a rural part of central Alabama, near Stewartville, Fayetteville, Sylacauga, and Marble Valley, and is located on Coosa County Road 99. The Alabama State Fire Marshal's Office requests that visits to the site be limited as their investigation is ongoing. The City Pool and Splash Pad will open this Saturday, May 25th, located at the Oxford Civic Center. The address is 401 Collars Lane. The Splash Pad is 100% free, and it's only $2 to use the pool. The pool hours will be Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sunday from 1 o'clock p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. It will be open through Labor Day. For more information on these stories and more, plus weather with Justin Deal and sports, tune in tonight to the TV 24 News. For WEAC TV 24, I'm Lacey Klantz.
Well, I hope your day is starting off as lovely as ours is, because that was amazing. We are members of the Clean Plate Club.
Absolutely.
I even asked if it was appropriate to lick the bowl. It was so delicious.
Not on camera, but you know.
Yeah, that's okay. On the next break, we might.
Right.
Well, we had to save a little bit of room for this pie, though.
Yes.
And you've been dreaming of this pie.
We have dreamt of it, talked about it for forever. I was turned on to this pie, this recipe by Ms. Brenda, who's one of our favorite customers in Piedmont, and she gave me this article out of Southern Living, and it talked about that pie. And this was an old recipe in North Carolina is where it came from, in Bern, North Carolina. And it was an old family recipe, and it was real simple. And it's like you can't swim after you eat except for this pie. Oh. And so they serve this pie everywhere.
Okay.
So that right.
Because that makes sense.
That perfect sense, right?
Of course.
And so here it is, and it's the crust is cracker crumbs with butter and sugar and egg white to make it stay together, and condensed milk is the majority of what that is, plus some lemon and lime juice, fresh, and and egg yolks. Yes, egg yolks. So I had these egg yolks from having cooked a white cake where you only use the whites, and so here we are. And condensed milk is milk and sugar, and it's really thick, which helps with the congealing of the pie. It's a kind of a strange process. You put the once you've got the crust all spushed down into the pie pan, you put it in the freezer for 10 minutes. Okay. And then you bake it for, this one was in about 12 minutes. It's going to start browning. Before you put the filling in, you're baking the crust a little bit, and then you bring it back out, and you put the filling in and put it back in the oven until it starts to set in the middle. When it's not jiggling in the middle, then you know that the pie is done.
Do you think freezing the crust helps that crust set up a little bit better?
It does, and I think that's why that's part of the process, is that it's also not going to cook as quickly because you want it brown, but you don't want it burned. And so, taking it from the freezer to the oven, it's kind of slows that process.
Now, how close is this to like a key lime pie recipe? Or
I don't know about like the recipe, but it's going to have kind of the same flavor because it's got all of that lemon and lime in it.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, that's kind of what
lemon
it looks
icebox
like.
I have that too. That's my favorite.
Yeah, and so the homemade whipped cream is really the highlight also here. Yes. This is heavy whipping cream with some confectioner's powdered sugar in it, and it's really not there's nothing difficult about this. Even if you don't have a hand mixer, you can do this with a whisk. You're going to be tired after you get it done, but you can take a wire whisk. You could probably use a fork to accomplish that. And so in the picture about on this pie, they just kind of put the whipped cream, just kind of glop it on there. And I'm a piping girl myself. I really prefer for it to look a little bit crispier.
Pipe versus glop.
Pipe versus glop, yep. And so we're at least going to pipe around the outer.
And sure looks pretty.
Oh my goodness! And
that means we get to glop extra.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can.
Because I think pie is just an excuse to have whipped cream.
Individually glop it. Yes, the whipped cream that we had at the Strawberry Festival for the strawberry shortcakes was homemade and amazing, and it's just not difficult to do. It's expensive, my goodness. Heavy whipping cream has gotten
There's
really
also a little tool. It's a canister with nitrogen that you can just put the cream and sugar in and hit the button, and it makes whipped cream.
How about that?
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Should get me one of those.
I
You should. So if I get invited to a party and I need to bring a dessert, can I just call you and bring you a little pie dish, and
absolutely
you put the pie in the pie dish for me?
Absolutely.
We'll even loan you a pie dish.
And you can even say you did it.
Well, I don't know, but I would at least
any
say that I was responsible for
about that.
You can say it's grandma's recipe.
There you go. I could. Yeah.
I brought it as good, and so I've got just a little bit of zest from one of the limes, just to put. I don't really like a whole lot of flavor on that, so we're not going to do a lot, but it just kind of gives it a little more.
Yes.
Oh, that looks lovely.
Yep.
And I can imagine
I'm
going to
need a nap after this episode.
I know, right?
Yes.
That's okay.
All right, here we go. We're going to run out of time, and we need to eat pie.
Oh, there's always time for pie.
How are the farmers markets going while you're cutting that? I'm curious.
Okay, this last Saturday, we weren't sure that the farmers market was going to happen because there were supposed to be thunderstorms, but the weather held for us. We didn't have thunderstorms. The market was good. The Anniston market is going well also, and so let's come out of there.
good. That's great.
Courtney
You
gets
got
to
to
go
support
first.
those local markets.
Yes.
You had a long day on Saturday then.
Oh my goodness.
The farmer's market on Saturday morning, and you
day.
too. You cooked Saturday morning, and then
It was a
had a
long day.
catering job. I know that.
It was a busy Saturday.
It was fun, but it was
Oh,
also.
no.
Well worth it.
Oh no,
Oh, my
it's
goodness.
okay. I'll take it.
All right, it fell over. Here, you're going to start because we are almost
Yeah.
done here.
Okay, don't mind if
licked
I
my
do.
finger. See,
I
on
don't
camera, I licked my finger. It was
That's
hard
okay.
to not do
It's
that at
just
the
us.
party with the chocolate cake.
And we're not in the kitchen this morning, obviously. We're in studio. But if you have trouble with getting a clean cut on your cake or a clean cut on your pie or anything like that, just cut it by the sink, run the hot water between slices.
Clean the thing off.
I didn't hear anything
Clean
you
the
said
thing
because I
off,
just
you
took a
busy.
bite.
Yeah.
Is he talking? Are there people talking around me? I'm not
I'm in
sure.
my own little
kind of stuck
like
to the
world
pen.
right
That's all
now.
We'll get you out of here.
Hi. Sorry. What did you say?
Dig me out. Yeah.
Dig me out. Yes.
You could clean your pie
Yes,
server
in
between slices.
There you
Yes.
With hot water. Thank y'all.
You're
This
quite
is
welcome.
so delicious.
I almost licked my finger that time.
That's okay. It's finger licking good.
It is that.
Let me tell you, and that crust, that's amazing. It's crackers.
Yes. Crackers, butter, sugar.
See, that's excellent.
So do y'all have anything exciting coming up this week? Memorial Day happening. Do you have any Memorial Day plans or
Farmers
catering
market's happening.
gigs?
Farmers market's happening. I'll be
Okay.
at the restaurant. We've got a catering gig the following week.
In
And,
Tuscaloosa, we're very
Tuscaloosa.
popular people.
Yes.
You are. You should be.
We're excited. But we always have time for Oven Odyssey Wednesday, so we'll be right here next Wednesday.
Absolutely. My
Taking our
favorite.
tour around the South and trying some culinary
Yes.
dishes there.
Well, you mentioned the Carolinas in your dish, and then Susan mentioned that this is a North Carolina dish.
And we also have product in at Called Coffee and at in Anniston on 1400 Quintard and at Main Street South in Piedmont. And I'm not sure what the address is on that, but it's on Main Street.
On Main.
Hard to miss, yes.
It is hard to miss.
Hard to miss.
Yes.
Nice. So
All right,
that's
so here we
Called
go.
Coffee. You can find that delicious banana bread.
Right.
And is that what you have today? Is there cranberry bread in?
There's cranberry bread and banana
so
bread.
good.
Yes.
And a big shout out to Happy Little Paws in Piedmont that groomed the poodle.
Are they carrying the treats?
We were talking about it, so we're going to take them
do
some
it.
treats and let the pups try them out and see what they think. And
So I told Miss Susan
Right
this
up.
morning, I said, the only bad thing about the treats is that now every time I open my refrigerator, I have two little
There they
faces
are.
looking at me like, okay,
Yes.
it's time.
It's
Did
time.
you get mine? Whereas before, they never even thought about the refrigerator. But we keep them refrigerated, of course, because they're natural, and my dogs love
Yay.
them. Like, love them. I have to keep a little bit from stealing Marbles, because, you know, I'm the two. And so Marbles, she's almost 16, which Miss Susan's going to make her a birthday cake in October. And so Biddy, Marble will
pup cake? Yes.
Marble will eat a bite, and then while she's chewing, Biddy will sneak in and grab her
Yes.
treat and run off. So I have to keep them separated and I have to monitor them eating the treats, or either I have to just give Marble another one, because I know that they're healthy for them. So
They
it's
are.
a healthy treat. So if you have a pet that you love, do them a favor and get them these delicious treats.
Yes.
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 And
yes.
so they're going to be found at a store soon then.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, that's the plan. So.
That it should be, because they are delicious. Well, anything else exciting happening before we have to say goodbye to our friends on our audience?
That's all I got. I'm looking forward to next Wednesday and
Yes. Yes.
see where the tour takes us next.
Let's do
We
it. Me
will.
too. Well,
I'm excited about what dessert I might make.
Yeah.
me
'Cause I
too.
don't know
My
what's going
favorite
to be.
food is Southern food, so I'm enjoying this.
Well, you're great at it. So make sure if you have any catering needs to give Oven Odyssey a phone call. Large or small, it doesn't matter. And if you just need a pie to take somewhere, if you need an appetizer dish or something to take to a party, don't stress about doing it. All right,
Yes.
well, we got to go now, but make sure to tune in tomorrow. Gadsden State will be in the house, and we'll see you back here then. Thanks again.